welcome to ERi-TV Evening News. Today is Sunday, 26th of May, 2024. Here are stores making headlines. Massive cyber attack against Eritrea's internet system. Diaspora nationals celebrate Independence Day anniversary. Burkina Faso extends military rule by 5 years. Papua New Guinea landslide death toll exceeds 670. A massive cyber attack was unleashed against Eritrea's internet system on Independence Day, Friday, 24th of May 2024, at 12:32:47 in the afternoon hours. The attempt was foiled by the defensive countermeasure deployed promptly, and the network continued its function without interruption. The identity of the originators, architects, and implementers of the attempted cyber attack are not aliens to the watchful eyes of the Eritrean government. The whole episode will be divulged in due time. Nationals in Kuwait, Bahrain, Turkey, and Ivory Coast have enthusiastically celebrated the 33rd Independence Day anniversary under the theme Peace Anchored on Resilience. The celebratory event in Kuwait on 24th of May was highlighted by cultural and artistic programs portraying the day. Speaking at the occasion, Mr. Umar Yahya Hali, chargé d'affaires at the Eritrean embassy, said that the people of Eritrea have embarked on the promising new stage by resisting the violent successive external hostilities and open aggression. He also noted that every stage has its opportunities and challenges and called for strengthening unity and organizational capacity. Mr. Salim Safi, chairman of the Eritrean community, explained the significance of independence to the Eritrean people in terms of the heavy sacrifice paid. He also expressed the community's conviction to play their part in national affairs. Eritrean nationals in Manama, Bahrain also colorfully celebrated the 33rd Independence Day anniversary. Mrs. Haddas Hamid, chairperson of the Eritrean community, honored the Eritrean martyrs who paid their precious lives for the people to celebrate their Independence Day. She also expressed readiness to uphold unity and participate in the implementation of national development programs. In related news, nationals in Istanbul, Turkey, celebrated the 33rd Independence Day with patriotic zeal on 23rd of May. Mr. Mahaddin Abdel Rashid, Eritrea's honorary consul, noted that this was the first time nationals in Turkey celebrated their Independence Day thanks to the establishment of the Eritrean community last year. He expressed confidence that the Independence Day celebration will be enthusiastically conducted every year. Mr. Kibram Makhale, chairman of the Eritrean community, also expressed the community's readiness to strengthen organizational capacity and participate in national affairs. Nationals in Abidjan, Ivory Coast also celebrated the 33rd Independence Day anniversary with patriotic zeal. The Youth Organization Week, organized by the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students, in cooperation with the Education Branch in Galan Hisab Zone, concluded on 25th of May. Mr. Merhawi Barahi, head of the Union Branch in the Sub-Zone, said that the Youth Week, which included cultural, educational, and sports competition, had been conducted since February in all schools in the Sub-Zone. Mr. Daniel Salamon, head of the Education Office in the Sub-Zone, emphasized that enabling students to inherit the noble culture of the society should not be left solely to the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students and the Ministry of Education. He also called on all sectors of society to reinforce their participation. Mr. Samson Kifle, head of the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students branch in the Central Region, also called on the public to play their part in nurturing competent and committed youth. Awards were handed out to winners of various competitions. Those were local news updates. Stay tuned for international news. Burkina Faso's military rulers will remain in power for another 5 years after nationals' talk ended in agreeing to extend the transition back to democracy by 60 months from July, according to the text of an approved new charter. Chairman of the Organization Committee of the National Dialogue Process, Colonel Moussa Diallo, said after the talk yesterday that the duration of the transition is fixed at 60 months from July 2, 2024. The new charter was signed during what was originally a two-day national dialogue that began earlier on yesterday, ostensibly to chart our way back to civilian rule in the country rocked by political violence. The military seized power in 2022 coup and had promised to hold election in July of this year to restore civilian rule, but it also said security consideration would take priority. The elections marking the end of the transition may be organized before this deadline if the security situation so permits. The new charter, signed by military leader Ibrahim Traoré, stated the charter also allows Traoré to run for president when the election takes place. The estimated death toll from a massive landslide in Papua New Guinea has grown to more than 670, according to International Organization for Migration. Seran Aktoprak, the chief of the UN Migration Agency's mission in the South Pacific island nation, said the revised death toll was based on calculation by Yambali village and Inga provincial officials that more than 150 homes had been buried by Friday's landslide. A previous estimate had been 60 homes. They are estimating that more than 670 people are under the soil at the moment. Aktoprak told the Associated Press local officials also had initially put the death toll on Friday at 100 or more. Only 5 bodies and a leg of 6 victims had been recovered today. Emergency responders in Papua New Guinea were moving survivors to safer ground today as tons of unstable earth was threatening the rescue efforts, also with tribal warfare, which is rife in the country's highlands. The island's government is considering whether it needs to officially request more international support. Crews have given up hope on finding survivors under earth and rubble 6 to 8 meters deep. Justin McMahon, the country's director of humanitarian agency CARE International, said moving survivors to more stable ground was an immediate priority, along with providing them with food, water, and shelter. Before we go, we have a quick recap of the top stories. Massive cyber attack against Eritrea's internet system. Diaspora National celebrate Independence Day anniversary. Burkina Faso extends military rule by 5 years. Papua New Guinea landslide death toll exceeds 670. And that wraps up our news broadcast for now. Thank you for watching.